It's the best. Cereal is amazing.
It's the best. That's how we're starting the show out. Fatboy FadeAway, episode 260. We're starting here Sunday morning, a little earlier. Tyler runs a prison. A baseball team. I mean, he has them up early, up for practice, ready to go. Daylight savings next week, boys. So that's if we go 6:30, that might be real rough. Next week, it's the bad one. It's not the good one. We go.
Lose the hour.
Would you rather have not even daylight savings or just keep it the same, or do you like the fact that we go back and forth throughout the year? Is that you fan of that, Tyler?
It doesn't make sense to me why we do it. Why we I guess you get an extra hour. It keeps daylight. I don't know. I just would keep it the same. I don't know what would be the default setting, whether it's now or the next one and after March 8th. But
the other one seems like you'd have to do that spring ahead because I mean baseball season it stays lighter at night. It stays lighter. If not,
you wouldn't be able to finish a game.
You wouldn't be finishing these games at all. That would be part of it. So we got that happening next week as well. What do you say? You got little Warriors post All-Star break stuff we'll get into. We didn't do a show last week. Just needed a little break there. Niners got some free agent questions. Will the Trent Williams thing go into March like it always seems to with the
I guess the bigger question, will it affect who the Niners draft in the first round?
I kind of want to get your thoughts on that as well, as you've been Mel Kiefering it up for us here on the Fatboy Show, Brian.
Hey, there's nothing better than seeing NFL prospects throwing footballs and running 40s.
Look what outfits! Nice little, everybody wants to see that. Would you want to go to that, Brian, live? If you had the chance to go to Indianapolis to see it, would you actually want to go?
Yeah, I mean, it would just be interesting just to see it, like the upcoming, prospects of the NFL draft. That would be kind of cool, but I wouldn't fall asleep like the Jets coach.
Yeah, Aaron Glenn.
I can't blame Aaron. There's got to be some downtime there. I mean, Casey, I don't know if I'd want to buy a ticket to that one.
Nah, I'm good. I'd go to the track and field. It's not the most riveting thing. I mean, it's cool, like maybe for an hour, but like the whole day would be a long day.
Would it be more enjoyable to see people like us doing the events?
That would be great. See so many pulled hamstrings.
We're out. We're dead.
Did he just run a 740?
Did he just take a second for 10 yards? Are we doing a 100-yard dash? Yeah. So.
Well, or you get the lazy people like when we were in gym school, someone just walks the 40.
Well, yeah, there is that part of it too.
I remember Adam, and when I was in gym class with him senior, and he wouldn't want to lift, and then Mr. Higgins would go, "Get going, Darwish," in the back.
I don't think that helped. My guess is that Adam did not respond to that. That would be my knowing Adam. I'm guessing he went the other way after. I guess he'd probably put up the middle finger a little bit more, as the way usually Adam goes with those things. God bless him out there. I saw, just kind of looking at what we were going to talk about. It was funny, right, Brian? Last podcast, our guys were saying, it's a good trade. You give up Kuminga, you get Porzingis, and I think we're all like, you have over under how many does he play 10 games out of the last 20? And what he's got the flu. I don't know what he's got. He's illness or something where he's not
got pops.
He's not even playing. Like doesn't matter like the reason. It's just it cracks me up. They get absolutely smoked by Johnson's Lakers last night, and they don't even have a chance. I mean, Tyler, what are we doing here, Porzingis? What's going on?
It makes no sense. I mean, like getting rid of Kuminga was like a start. Like, all right, at least we did something. But to get Porzingis back, someone who, like, I looked it up. I was like, what is this disease or whatever? He has a autonomic nervous system disorder. If your nervous system's going, that's not a sign of success in the future. I don't know what the Warriors are doing. They're a mess. They're light years behind now.
But if you had to focus on just the Porzingis thing, it's kind of funny in the sense of is that we knew this guy wasn't going to play and he's not playing. Like, I don't know. Like everybody, there's just like this thought with certain guys. You're like, Like the same thing with Anthony Davis. Like there's a good chance he's missing a lot of the season.
Yeah,
like, there always are. I don't know.
When's the last time Porzingis played more than 50 games? Probably the championship year, and then before that with Boston, and then the year before, the last time before that.
Probably.
When? I don't know. Ever?
I don't know. I'm about to look up his stats here a little bit here with it. But what do you think, Casey? With just kind of funny that they trade for Porzingis and he's just not available, like we thought.
I wish I got to hear what Tyler had to say. It would have been interesting to hear his thoughts. But
he was more just saying that the Warriors are.
The Warriors suck. They don't know what they're doing. They're acquiring guys with autonomic nervous system disorders. Like, not good.
Yeah, I mean it's a rough season. I mean, you look for like bright spots, I guess, right now. Like Guy Santos signing the 3-year, $15 million. I like that. Moody's made some strides this year, but that's what you're kind of looking for. It's not like who are we going to keep next year for next year's team? Because right now, there's just
Porzingis part of that. Like if Porzingis part of that,
I don't think he's. I think they want him to be. I just don't think he's going to be available enough. I mean, you're already going to have Jimmy Butler out for probably some of the season next year. Curry's obviously getting older. They had interviewed him. It sounds like he's still going to get reevaluated today, and doesn't seem likely he's going to be back for probably another 5-6 games. It seems that way. So I don't know. I just don't think Porzingis, he's not the answer. Jonathan Kuminga, Freed Kuminga had a great first game with the Hawks, 27. And then, Tyler's right. We're not a good team right now.
And Porzingis not part of that future. That's kind of where I was trying to go with this.
No, I don't think he's
if we're just talking about him. Yeah. What was it?
What is the future, though, for the Warriors? Like, it's so unclear outside of pray for Steph to be healthy next year for 82 at 38.
They kind of just seem like the Celtics at the end of their run when they had Allen, Pierce, and Garnett, where they're like, "Oh, we're good with maybe a 6 seed at best, and maybe at best or there. We're just gonna let this play out." Which I don't hate it in some ways either. But at this point, it is it is what it is. With Curry there, what was it? Porzingis here? He's only played the most he played was 72 games. That was his rookie year, and 66 his second year in the league. Other than that, the most he's played is 65. Everything else like that has been in the 50s, 40s, or not even played. So just a total train wreck there.
So they basically traded Kuminga for nothing, though.
Pretty much.
A salary dump.
That's how, yeah. Well, he wasn't even that expensive. I mean, what was it, like $44 million?
Well, they didn't want to pay him. They didn't want to pay.
That's true. He was up for another. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So they didn't want to pay him at all. So, anyways, the Warriors continue to just
The Warriors are the Celtics. They need some Russian owner to come in and give us some great offer for these old guys. See, the Celtics blew it up at some point. That's what the Warriors need to do.
I don't know. Should we get into world politics today? Should we get into that?
Oh God!
It sounds like Joe Lacob is trying to become an owner of another team. That's what I read somewhere.
Another one?
The Padres.
Yeah, the Padres.
Yeah, Padres.
The Pods, bring them to Oakland. Rip them out of San Diego and bring them to. Where are the Warriors at right now? They're at 8.
They're going to be 8 or 7. There's no way they're jumping the Lakers. They have to specify. I think they're like 4 now.
4.5 behind them now.
And every team that's outside of the play-in is taking.
The Grizzlies, Mavericks fell. But they lost to the Pelicans. We did our best. We showed up there at that. So they did. Brian, do you have an NBA fact of the week this week?
Yeah, I do. Bad news for Lakers. If you want to go see the Lakers, they're raising their ticket prices 40% next year. So
40%.
Oh my gosh,
that's quite the increase there. That is quite the increase. Well, Bronny James costs money. You got to get him. Yeah, he's a little extra. Needs a little extra. I don't know. That's 40%. Wow. That's quite the ticket raise there. I mean, what do you think? That means if they're paying, if you're basically paying a $300 ticket, you're basically, almost going over to $500 right there. So that's quite the increase overall. So, all right. So we got that. Brian, that's a good NBA fact of the week. I saw Embiid's out as well, and it looks like Curry's still going to be out at least a few weeks. I saw Jokic get pissed off at the Dort looked like he did kind of try to check out his
That was
leg.
a dirty play.
That did look a little dirty to me. That did
a
look
little.
It looked a little dirty there. But Jokic, my God, it looked like he was gonna kill somebody there. Brian, did you see his face? That was good. That was Rocky. That was Rocky-esque right there. He was into that right there. That was. I don't blame him.
And then there's some going on with Durant. Last night he was kind of talking trash to somebody.
Tyler
There's gonna be another fight.
Tyler Hero is the biatch too. I mean, he's not good. I mean, he just runs his mouth. He's not that great of a player. I mean, he's been an all-star, but I mean, I don't know. It's just like, don't talk. Just play hoops sometimes. It's like Kevin Durant's too good to. You don't mess with certain players. Like, it's like all they do is get better, and then the other person gets worse. But Jokic, man, I don't know. I thought pretty much Dort pulled like a Grayson Allen. He just like stuck his foot out when he was running. I'd be pissed. And he just came off the injury too. So I mean, it probably, didn't
help. It was definitely cheap.
Yeah.
And Dort has a history of this. At least other people have felt this way about Dort in past instances. It's not like a first time offense also. So
no.
I think Jokic has seen this. I mean, Jokic has done some pretty swipey, like throwing swipes at the ball that are definitely intent to go through the ball and get to the body. But Dort, that was.
I like this. I just like Jokic's reaction there. He just
looked like a psychopath.
It's like,
I was surprised Jalen Williams, the other Jalen Williams, grabbed him, and I was like, "That's not a smart move." But.
That's not good. Do you guys remember when we did that "What If" with William, the NBA style, like a while back, a long time ago? We did like what ifs in the NBA scenarios, like if something did change. So this came across my timeline this week. It is a massive what if. Is that that trade to the Lakers that never happened, that David Stern said no, and I kind of forgot some of the names involved into it. But so Gasol would have ended up on the Rockets, Pau Gasol, Lamar Odom, there's a name, Luis Scola from the past, Kevin Martin, and the good old Gordon Dragic in a 2012 first round pick would have been to the Hornets there. Kind of funny to think of what would have been if he's playing with Kobe Bryant. I remember
I think Howard was there too that year.
No, Howard. No, that was before that, right?
Yeah, it was. I thought was it the year before? Maybe
it was with the Clippers. Yeah, just kind of interesting. Kind of always one of those. What if Paul ended up on the Lakers instead of the Clippers? I don't know. One of those ones with Gasol moving on as well would have been interesting.
I don't think
it was a David Stern special.
I don't think the Lakers win a championship though. I think Powell is perfect for Kobe.
Well, this was after the 2 championships.
I mean, they got most of Powell already out of them,
true.
But I think it would have been interesting just to see if he. I don't know. I definitely changed the history of the NBA a little bit. I know the Clippers didn't make it like super far or something like that, but he made the Clippers relevant with Blake Griffin.
Would there be a worse team to be a big man for than getting yelled at by Chris Paul and Kobe Bryant every down the floor and never getting the ball? Like maybe you'll get a lob from Chris Paul, but like my God, those guys are on the defensive end gotta be nightmare to be a big guy.
DeAndre Ayton would take his ball and go home.
He'd be like, I'm out of here. 2011 is when the trade to the Clippers happened. So a few weeks before that was this one here. So
anyways, I don't know how I would have felt about that one. I probably would have rather kept Paul Gasol than get Chris Paul in the deal, but
I think back then, probably. I think you guys are kind of forgetting that this wasn't Paul, or this wasn't Pau Gasol though. He was a little past his prime, wasn't he?
Yeah.
2011. I want to say he was a little bit past because he came out in 2001.
Yeah, because the Lakers, they played the Celtics 08 and 09 in the finals, right?
Yeah. So I have him. He played till 2019. So he ended up being with the Lakers. All the way to 2014, so that's where he stopped there with it. But just a what if there, kind of came across the timeline. I was like, I kind of see if you guys remember that one for sure. So had that a little bit in NBA this week. Brian, I keep hearing Niners, Mike Evans, and then when I saw this article, they're like the big free agent for the Niners is going to be this guard from Cleveland, and I was like, like that. I mean, that would have to be like the worst thing. They need receivers. My gosh, stop acting like we don't need. You need receivers. You probably even need another tight end with Kittle out. Who knows? You got this. You guys need guys that can catch the ball. And obviously you got to figure out this Trent Williams situation. But they don't have any young guys. So is Trent Williams going to hold them hostage again and say, no, we're going to wait till July. We're going to take this nice and easy. We're going to get this there.
Hey, as long as he stays away from that radiation factory, that's good. Stay away for the offseason. Come back healthy, week 1. We're ready to go.
I don't know. I just think you can't say we're better than Seattle and LA if you don't make any moves that matter, right?
No, but I mean, offensive line.
What do you think it would be an upgrade if they got Mike Evans? I think it would be like the Niners back in the day when they got Bolden. I mean, it would be a good upgrade.
But then you're probably losing Jennings too, which I'm not saying is the end of the world.
I'm just saying I would say Evans is better than Jennings,
even at this point of his career.
Yeah.
Man,
I would think so if he's healthy.
Juwan, how quick you forget. Man, he's been good for you guys.
He's been all right. I think people think they see the big play, and he is clutch, and he gets a lot of third downs.
It's a nice throw.
He also has games where he does nothing. Or he gets like a big personal foul for block, which is it's a good thing because he is a willing blocker, but it's also
I did hear that Jennings is going to go the Raiders. Let's see how good he is on that team.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's not a good move for the Raiders.
Jennings isn't that like it's not like you're looking at.
I'm not saying it is, but I'm saying. Yeah. But I'm saying if you need receivers, and I'm not saying I would necessarily pay him. I'm not saying that's the guy I would pay. But I'm saying you need 3 guys that can catch the ball. It seems like right now.
Got to remember too, Juwan Jennings is a hoe. So.
yeah, that's true. I got to get that video up.
But you don't think they could fill that need in the draft because it is heavy with receivers?
I feel like receivers never do good their first year.
And Kyle Shanahan doesn't allow receivers to play for that.
That's my own. And I'm not saying like this is the end of the world thing. It's just like this is to be able to beat the Rams and the Seahawks. You're going to need to make like the Rams were able to get like 500 yards against them. If Purdy's the guy, then you got to get receivers for him. I mean,
part of it's getting that defense up to where it was before, where you were getting to the quarterback. I think if the defense just wasn't making stops like you should have. If they're getting more stops, then that gives Kyle Shanahan more opportunities to dial up plays and stuff. I don't know. I just think we do have a lot of first-year receivers from last year that really didn't do anything. And under Kyle's system, I think the second year I could maybe see Jordan Watkins filling more of a role and stuff like that. If they pick up Mike Evans and there's kind of under the radar guys that they could get to help, it isn't necessarily the big name for the receiver that's really going to make the biggest impact.
Well, I mean, you get Bosa back, that will help a little. That should help a little bit on the defensive line. But I mean,
if you went out and you got that Akeem guy from the Miami Hurricanes in the second round, I mean, he would bet putting him with Bosa would be huge. So I'm just saying there are options in the draft that could, make your pass rush better as well too. So
that's you think their biggest need is the defensive line getting the pass rush on?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Tyler, what do you think that too? Or offensive line?
I would just whoever's the best player available, but they'd have to improve the fatties, the big guys in the trenches. They were too bad. The offensive line too. Like they had games where they were just atrocious. They'd have good games too, but they have to improve the offensive line and the defensive line.
You want to see atrocious, Tyler? Come to the Raiders. You'll really see what that offensive line is. You guys.
That's why I have a hard time believing that they're really going to keep Mac Jones, because I think there is like a market where people are desperate to get a quarterback.
Yeah, but I think you guys need to keep him because he's kind of not a liability, but he definitely, he does get injured.
But I mean, if the draft pick you get for Mac Jones is an offensive lineman, then obviously that protects Purdy more, right?
Yeah, I just mean he seems to miss like 3 to 4 games a year. I mean, a lot. I mean, especially quarterbacks. I mean, how
isn't this the first year he's actually missed extensive time? I mean, 1 year.
Well, he got hurt in the last game of the year,
Yeah.
so he didn't miss any time. But he did.
It's a big game.
It was a huge game.
That's good. That's good. We have McCaffrey there with it.
Like I'm with Casey on keeping Mac Jones, but I do think they could, if they can get a good enough offer, I'd trade him. And I have faith in Shanahan to get a backup quarterback like Darnold, like Sister Week, and like Mac Jones, who he can rehabilitate. And I'm sure there's willing participants who would love to be the backup quarterback, knowing Purdy's injury and getting teamed up with Kyle.
Would you consider Lynch? Do you consider him a good drafter or like mediocre, like better, like but better with free agents and trades type of situation?
I think he's really good in season at making the team, giving the team a chance. This year he didn't really do anything because of all the previous spending, and I think York kind of.
But even that guy, he got a couple of defensive guys that were at least.
Yeah, they got defensive linemen, but
they were saying like it's the last year of his contract, so you would think Lynch would. This is kind of his year to show, to have a really impactful draft, or I don't know. I mean, it feels like the spotlight is more on Lynch this offseason because Kyle Shanahan proved that he's a great coach, that he had like basically a team that had no players and he won 12 games. So,
Tyler?
I mean, every draft should be draft your ass off. Like, I don't think it should be your last year. You really hone in on the draft. That's your job. Kyle is more important than Lynch at this point in what they've accomplished.
Could Lynch be a?
He's a hoe.
Oh,
I want that known. Like, I see why he got punched in the nuts because that's just, like he said some things that you should.
Just an unreal.
Because I mean, it was an interesting comment. He was getting interviewed about the defensive coordinator, and he just said, "Oh, that was Kyle's call." It's like, wouldn't that be the GM's call? I mean, I don't know. It just feels like the pressure is more on Lynch this offseason.
I'm surprised this lie. I'm sorry.
He got punched in the nuts.
That feels like he's in second grade. Like I'm gonna. I am like Jenny's got so under his skin. He's just like, I'm gonna punch him.
Brian didn't appreciate it.
Yeah, that's that.
He just left the building.
But I don't know. But back to Brian's point on that. I think it is probably more on Lynch's Lynch has way more pressure in that regard than the other way around. So, Brian, I would say I think you're right. Lynch does have more pressure than Shanahan for sure. I don't think there's no doubt about it. But like I said, if you did lose Jennings, it would be a little bit of. But I wouldn't pay him what he's asking.
The contract he's asking for, I do not want Jennings.
No, that's.
Do you think he would maybe look at getting more money from not a very good team, and do you think he would take less and just come back to the Niners?
He wants his money.
I think he wants to get paid this year.
I
mean, he might take a little less if it came to the end, like to play for the Raiders and the Niners, but maybe the Niners, but I think if it's like millions, we're talking.
Oh, so you think he just wants a big contract?
Yes,
I think that's what all these guys want, unless they've already gotten a big contract. Like that's what they're playing for. It's their job.
They're not playing for. They're not playing for the city of San Francisco. Let's put it that way.
They're not. They're not fans. Let's not take the big cut for the fans.
Playing for Santa Clara, damn it!
They want to represent. We want to. No, I think those days are over. Those days are.
You want to go ride the big?
But I mean, for a chance to win rather than go to a team.
It doesn't matter. They want to get paid. They want to get paid. I mean, think about some of these guys that leave.
They want to get paid and laid, baby.
Like, I mean, Tyreek Hill, was like, well, should I play with Mahomes or no? I think I'm going to get paid to go play with Tua. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's just what these guys do. Like, especially receivers.
I don't blame them though, because football, man, they cut you at any point. So it's like you got to get your money.
Now, did Antonio Brown technically cut himself? Did he cut himself?
He froze his feet.
He froze his feet. That was it. Like, even he wanted to. Right, like he could have played with the Steelers one game, but he's like, nah, let me get paid. That's what it was. So
get to take a hot air balloon into the practice field.
Oh, what a nice opportunity for
wear the wrong helmet.
Well, so, that's a little NFL.
Make rude phone calls to your coach, then play it out loud.
I can't hear Tyler at all.
Can you guys hear me?
I hear you.
I hear you.
I hear you. Brian, maybe it's your lucky day. You don't get to hear him. That's there.
Can you hear me better now, Brian?
I don't think he can hear you at all.
That's funny.
Should I go out and come back in?
Well, yeah. Why don't you try that? But if not, then just it will live with it.
Just ignore Tyler.
It's a coach's dream. He's
gonna need that more during the football season.
Yeah, we need that more during the football. Purposely go.
Can you hear? Now I can't hear Darren though, but maybe
what you can't hear me? What?
I can hear you both.
That's weird. I can't hear Darren now. But
maybe it's your guys' connection.
I'll hop back on.
Just a big mismatch of jumping in and out.
Now I can hear you, Tyler.
All right, there you go. There you go. So Brian, well, why watch the 2002 rewatch of the A's ALDS? It was heartbreaking one. Did you skip Game 5?
I got banned from the Briar residence for that shit.
Did you skip Game 5 when you rewatched, or did you just stay with Game 2 where they win? Did you stay with
right now I'm on Game 2, the one Mark Mulder pitched.
Yeah, that was a good one. We'll take that one. That was a good game.
Can we go back to why you got kicked out of the Briar residence? That seems riveting.
It was just Darren was being, I guess, he just was being where he thought I had something to do with the A's losing. And then I remember getting to the front door after they lost Game 5, and I made a comment like, "Way to go, jerk," or something.
Out of the house.
That was a tough game, Brian. That was one of the tough ones over the years to watch. But
I've learned over the years, Brian, I do not watch big games with my brother. If we're down 2-0, this game is over. And I'm like, it's the first quarter. He's like, yeah, but if they scored the first points, we're done.
It was a big points. I mean, you needed to make those. Those were game-changing points. But Brian, you're pretty fired up. Like I said, I've still got the Brian O-meter going.
I'm just saying it's going to be 162 this year. Even if I don't watch the A's, I'll watch other teams on MLB.TV. So.
All right, you tuned in there, Brian. That's a good sponsorship ad right there. We need that that's the type of material we need out here.
Go out and get it, baseball fans. It's still a good price.
Nick Kurtz batting leadoff. I thought you want that with it. So
let's go Reds. Let's go Reds. Here we go.
The Reds have not done much. I saw Scherzer's back for his 19th season. He's back playing for. He re-upped with the Blue Jays. I wonder if he'll just try to play 20. I wonder if that's what he'll. If that's going to be his plan, maybe in the future here. Tyler, this one you'll appreciate this one off Max Scherzer when he was with the Tigers in the World Series.
You can hear this one's down the line and left at the track at the wall, and the Giants have regained the lead.
Not one of Scherzer's best moments of all time in the World Series there. But as a Giants fan, I'm sure that is one of your better ones there. Posey, of course. Tiger Stadium always upsets me when I see that bullpen. Keep it. They should have kept it massive. I like the idea. 400 feet to left center field.
Even Juan Gonzalez steroids couldn't hit him out.
When you have a light in the middle of your field, that tells me it's a big field. When you have a light in the middle of the field.
What do you think was the dumber, that or the Houston having the
now
pole?
Christmas has come early. I can't hear Tyler talk. I can't hear Casey talking. I think I'll keep it like that.
That's a good one.
Okay.
Casey, man. I would say the Hill to me is Houston. I liked more.
You like?
I got a flagpole too.
I liked them all. I like when they're weird like that. I even like that the Diamondbacks and the Tigers used to have the little dirt line to the pitcher's mound. Like I like when people have different fields. I like
the cornfield game. That one's pretty cool. I like how they do that.
The Field of Dreams game. Yeah, that one. I think that one. I think this year is going to be. Well, I say the Twins and the Cardinals. Maybe I think is the game. I think that's what it is, but I'm not sure for that
Twins
one.
And
but
Cardinals.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the.
That sounds like a riveting
Casey
game.
should get excited on Sunday. They're going to have WNBA and women's college basketball, and I think he's going to have Walker Texas Ranger on another screen instead of baseball.
Well, that's a real testosterone right there. We got a little WNBA. Wow, that's a little.
That's a Casey special right there.
I heard ESPN's going to dedicate their Sundays now because they don't have baseball to all women's sports. So there you go, Casey, if you want to watch that.
Well, the WNBA is not even. Hopefully, they can get the CBA figured out. I don't even know if they're still working on contract.
Should we send somebody on scene for that one? Should we send somebody for a little update there with that little WNBA action? So we got some spring trainings here. Baseball, Giants, Yankees, end of March. They'll start us out there. It's kind of a weird 5:00 start West Coast, and then they have a day off. And then they play a game at 12, and then they play a night game. So it's kind of an interesting first 3 game schedule for the Giants there. But they get the Yankees opening weekend, which will be fun. Aaron Judge playing out there with it. So Logan Webb, World Baseball Classic starts at the end of next week. So I'll be checking.
Nice.
I'll be checking out a little bit of that too. Tyler, you gonna check as much as you can out when they're on or something?
Yeah, I'll watch all the as long as I recognize I'm not gonna watch like
Britain or something.
Germany or whatever. But I'll watch the Latino countries and the Asian countries in America.
Did you see?
I think it's. I heard America's only like Skeens is pitching the second game, and then he's going back to spring training.
And Skubal too.
Skubal's doing that.
Skubal's like, I'm gonna pitch 1 game. That's who it was.
And they pitching 1 game, not a big game either. Just like a second game with a
3 innings, 35 pitches. But a 14 BM that. We're bringing up somebody else. My best.
I thought it was hilarious when somebody on Twitter was ripping on Dave Clark from the Tigers, how he dropped a routine fly ball. They're like because he wears all these chains around his
top
neck.
prospect.
And they're like,
what do the kids call that stuff now?
Bling.
Drip.
Yes, that's what it is. That's drip.
I went 1990s. I called it bling.
Bling. I thought this was a funny baseball thing just to bring up a video. One of my videos I have for you guys this week. I just love their show. So Chipper Jones is in the booth with John Smoltz, and then it's good.
Where's the sponsors? There's no sponsors.
No sponsors. The good old World Series baseball. All right, this is funny stuff right here.
Flashback here, John Smoltz.
oh man!
But listen to the talk.
Does the
Tuna.
So this is what the tuna looks like. Hey, there was no tuna. It was just around on the ground. Having my 6-year-old would have taken one. Oh, here we go.
I thought that was funny. My head on Johnson. Like, here we go. These guys. That was kind of like a funny, like little league. Oh, like you see a kid like drop the ball. Like, no, don't want that out. I've been shot.
Remember, like when we were growing up, and like people, like I don't know, we played baseball, we know, but like you know how to take a pitch, like like kind of rollers. But then there's the kid that like opens up their chest.
It kind of reminds me of Major League. Remember when the Charlie Sheen character, like he hits him in the back, and like, man, that's the worst shot you could get.
Yeah, what's the guy's name? Broad, the third baseman. Is not Broad.
Dorn.
Yeah,
Roger Dorn.
Dorn. All right, let me hear.
You're gonna have to take one, Dorn.
Hey, there was no tuna.
There was no tuna.
It was just around on the ground. Having my 6-year-old would have taken one. Oh, here we go.
Good stuff there, my Chipper. Oh, that was good. That's good stuff right there. So got that little Tony V controversy a week ago. Tyler didn't hit into that, but it looks like all things are just a little spring training nonsense is kind of what I call that. That was happened there with it. Along the way.
I was thinking like when we were, I think one of the funniest is when our starting pitcher, he basically he warmed up and he never got to play the game because our catcher, they go, all right, throw it down. Man, he nailed him in the back of the head so hard. Like he had like the stitches on the back of his head. And I was just like, man, that's one way to get out of pitching the game. I was like, who's starting now? We don't have any innings left for anyone.
It's like that movie from The Replacements where the guy where he hits it with the where he's smoking the cigarette. He's like, "You got to break my arm on purpose" or something like that. Yeah, like he's kicked the kicker. He wants him to kick the ball, and he ends up getting out. That's funny. So that's what that reminds me of a little bit there. All right, so we got that this week. Tyler, saw your boys Arizona crushed Kansas yesterday. A little bit college basketball stuff. I saw St. Mary's beat Gonzaga, so they tied for the conference championship there. So just a few little things I was watching this weekend as well. Crazy kind of Tennessee Alabama finish as well. Anything else you watched sports this week? USA Canada, we did get into that a little bit. Did you get up early for that?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing. That was a great game. Celebrini didn't score, but you could see how great he was, and then how America prevailed in that game. Those last two periods were just gut punch,
crazy stuff.
The goalie making great saves. Yeah. I don't know how they held them off. You could tell Canada had a little more talent, and USA just found a way to prevail.
Pretty nuts there with that. So they did that. Case, you probably didn't get up early to watch that, did you?
I was going to watch it with Dad, so he recorded it. Gotcha. Watched it, but I knew he wasn't getting up at like 6 o'clock. So
it would have been the second period. If they're Brian, did you?
Although I called him, and I was like, "Hey, you want to watch the game?" He's like, "I already know who won." I was like, "What? I thought you were gonna watch it." He's like, "I turned on the radio, and then they said it." I was like, "Oh, that sucks."
USA all the way. That's where we go. USA all the way, Johnson.
Yeah, I heard about it on Instagram. I don't know, for some reason, I just couldn't get into the Winter Olympics.
I didn't get into the Winter Olympics, but I did get into this one game. I did get into that one game. I'm just glad that it's just funny to me that could you play any of those sports outside of maybe you could probably do curling if you could learn to slide on the things. But like, is there any other sport you could do in the Winter Olympics even do? Like maybe like
not successfully.
The only one I think I could. I mean, I would die and I'd be in last place by a mile, multiple miles. But I think maybe just grit, maybe, and I'd have to learn though to have to do it. It's like it's the guys that are on like the skis, but they're like hiking kind of in a sense, like
cross country.
And I would probably be pathetic at that. Like, and I would be. I'm already, my groins are already, I'm like, I already feel sore from thinking about that. I'm like, just like actually tried that. I mean, I'd be dead. I mean, I went for one time I went for a bike ride. I remember. So that scares me. What are you gonna say?
Yeah, that's a good point about the Winter Olympics. That you can't even attempt to do those sports a normal person. Like, get on ice skates, you're screwed. Like most people anyway. Like at least the Summer Olympics, I know how to swim. Obviously, I wouldn't be able to compete. I know how to run. Like, it just makes it more relatable, I guess. Like, or understand how great these people are.
Yeah, we did, and especially where we grew up. We're not. Yeah. We did. I mean, I guess we could have gone to Tahoe and stuff like that.
Snowboarding,
but I don't think.
Been to the snow like 5 times in my life.
Exactly.
Yeah. I hate the snow. It's too cold.
I don't want to drive in that snow.
Tennessee put chains on the tires would be great.
There was that. All right, let's get to winners and losers this week. I got some more stuff for us as well in there. Brian, where do you want to start us out this week?
I'm going to start out with winners. I think it's a good fresh start for baseball to go to NBC for Sunday night baseball. I just feel like you're going to get new announcers, more excitement. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that on Peacock.
Oh, what channel again you said? Is it
It's going to be Peacock at NBC.
NBC. Okay. Bob Costas probably there too. Big Bob. Bob going to be there. Always there with NBC. Yeah, I think ESPN's coverage was done. It just started to get. It was what it was, but like it wasn't the same that we grew up with. Overall, I don't have a huge problem with Ravitch, but he's not. I'd rather listen to somebody else called baseball. Possibly.
I think I turned on ESPN the most I have in a while, and every time they were talking about WWE, I was like, "My God!" When I was watching ESPN every day, they didn't even like acknowledge WWE. Now it's like the leading stories of Sports Center stuff. I'm like,
they interviewed Randy Orton last night. We were watching. Randy Orton.
That's a lot.
They had him interviewing him. I guess he's going to WrestleMania or something like that, right? Because he won, so he'll be there.
Seth freaking Rollins came back and
That's all. Had the mask,
yeah.
right? He pulled the mask up. My Rollins is back.
So he was the mask guy?
Yeah, he was one of them. I guess there's two that came out. I didn't see
so that's the first guy, and I was like, I don't even know who that is.
It was Seth Rollins.
It was
Second guy was
Joe somebody, basically.
And then you have that image of Cody Rhodes in the middle of the ring, like in disbelief. That was kind of funny.
It's good. It's time for Cody to go away for a little bit. Time for we could use a little over there. Case, what do you got for winner?
I got a few. Got AJ Styles getting inducted to the Hall of Fame for WWE. That was pretty cool.
That was cool.
Undertaker came out there, gave him a nice little thing. It's well deserved, long career. Then a couple others. Got a good shout out to my nephews, Derek and Xavier, champions, both of them. And Zave gutted through, played like a champion, dealt with a little rolled ankle. A big kid sat on him and almost busted his back. Yeah, he disappeared for a couple seconds, and then the big kid got off. I was like, there he is. So slide him off, like scrape him off.
He's like,
Yeah, he came down and crossed over a kid, kind of put him on his butt, and then came back to the elbow, hit the game-winning jumper, then nailed the 2 free throws when he's crying. I was like, there you go, kid.
That was a big jumper.
Play through it. So,
he had both winning baskets for both games. He had to play the doubleheader yesterday. He had
the Euro step. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It was
very proud of the young man, and Derek too. They both,
down by one with 40 seconds left. He makes the jumper to take the lead, and then he makes 2 free throws with 12 seconds left, and we hold on.
Where did this Breyer making clutch free throws?
He baked in both too. He baked in both. They're both big shots.
How was his ankle after the game? Was it hurting pretty bad?
No, he was perfectly fine, Brian. Let's put it that. You work with
No, I mean like when you get to I've done ankle rolls, and when you get like later on, it's horrible.
Oh yeah, those are like some of my worst injuries is landing on somebody's foot or something like that. I remember 24 Fitness. That's the worst. I mean, that one I just felt like I broke my foot. Like you feel like you're for a second, it's like almost worse because it's like so black and blue and it blows up on you. I had that bad one. Remember in the basketball class that we did? Yeah. Wasn't that the
I showed up. I couldn't even walk on it the next day. I had to show up to school with crutches because I couldn't even walk on it.
No, those things could be nasty, man. That wasn't the a-hole that told you to roll off the court, was it?
Yeah, it was. It was my ankle.
Oh my god, I can't believe that guy. I would have been so pissed. I would have been, buddy. Like trying to throw a shoe at him or something.
I mean, McMillan was a shady guy. I guess they said he was recruiting people from jail to play on that team.
Say that one more time. What was the last part you said, Brian?
I said he was recruiting people from jail to play on a JC basketball team.
Yeah, that should be our fun fact for basketball. I like that, Brian.
If you can play, you can play. That's giving a guy a second shot.
Come on, Brian. We got everybody. Second.
We want winners.
He's from Cloverdale too. He's in the Cloverdale Hall of Fame. So we got McMillan calling out Sonoma County too. But we got everything. All right, so Brian. So Casey's got good winners there. For the weekend, Chavi came up big. Derek, Casey made a good call on Derek too. He had some clutch moments down the stretch.
Anytime you play the last 5 minutes of the game, the coach must trust you.
He baked in his free throw too. Now
I
got you. That's right. He baked in his as well.
I told Darren they put him in, and because he is the nervous father, I go, well, it goes 2 ways with your son. It's going to go really good. It's going to go really bad. It went really good. So.
There you go. He did better on that one. I'll give you that. Tyler, what do you got for winner of the week?
I mean, you mentioned it briefly. Arizona beating Kansas for the first time in Big 12 play at home. Braden Berries he's not going to crack the top 5. Whoever gets him is getting a steal. This kid's going to be good. He's athletic. He can shoot. He plays defense. I don't know, but the top 5's so good this year, he's not going to crack it, and he didn't start up there. So, but if he doesn't get drafted in the top 10, someone's getting all-star point guard pretty regularly. I'm pretty confident in this guy.
And how confident you are in Arizona still after just a couple?
No, very. I mean, they played 2 tough games. They lost to Kansas in Kansas without Peterson, but they're almost better when he doesn't play. Kansas's home court was unbelievable that night. And then they lost to Texas Tech, I believe, who had Toppin at that game, and now Toppin's out for the year. So I don't know. I'm very confident.
You're worried about Miami of Ohio?
We'll deal with them when we get there. No,
29
I'm not.
29-0. 29-0.
All right, can we
Are
go?
they better than St. Joe's with Jameer Nelson?
St. Joe's out there. Yeah,
They said every
they're
team
second round
that's
loss.
entered the tournament. I think it's Wichita State, and then I forget the other team, but they've all made it to the Final Four.
March Madness. I like the tournaments, the little end season, conference tournaments that they have here at the end of the year.
You like those?
I like the conference tournaments. I love those things. Those are like some of my favorite things. Is they start early in the day, and you can. I don't know. I always enjoy those. Maybe not quite as important as they were back in the day, but I do enjoy those.
One of my favorites is always Gonzaga or versus Pacific, St. Mary's, or San Francisco.
Yeah, I think it's going to be St. Mary's again that they're probably playing in there.
All
right, my winner of the week. Can we give Glenn Kuiper? He's back with the Giants doing a few games.
Is that your winner or loser?
A little controversy.
Gotta be a winner. I think he paid the price enough. I mean, A's fans definitely paid the price now, listening on the broadcast. We have as well. So, Glenn Kuiper back. He's called a few games for the Giants throughout the year. So we'll see how that goes. But I think it's good he got a second chance. I think he paid the price enough for his racial slur in the Kansas City. The people
Hall
say
of
that
Fame.
the Hall of Fame there. So he's back a little bit. So I'm gonna we'll give him a little winner of the week. If you go loser of the week,
Tom Brennahan made it back, so he can make it back.
Tom Brennahan made it back. I don't know. Is he back? I don't think he is back.
Yeah,
Donald Sterling is applauding.
He's on the CW. He does the CW games.
The CW.
I don't know if that's considered back.
That's funny.
They're just not teen drama anymore.
I'm gonna go winner of the week. Just Derek Carr. Can I give Derek Carr winner of the week here somehow on a Bleacher Report?
Wow.
They said he's the 77th best quarterback of all time. Derek Carr, is that?
Tyler's shocked.
That's what they said. 77th best quarterback of all time is Derek Carr. So Derek Carr, winner of the week, Brian. You get a rare winner of the week from me. I wouldn't even think
that's like me giving Jimmy Garoppolo winner of the week.
Jimmy G's 84 on that list. So
No,
Tyler.
Every franchise doesn't have like two quarterbacks better than Derek Carr.
The Raiders have two quarterbacks better than him, but he passed. He broke all their records passing, so that's why he's better. So he did that, but you know what? He didn't even make it out of the first round. So that's the issue with Mr. Carr there. But number 77, he gets a little winner of the week love.
Jay Fiedler or Derek Carr next week on Fatboy FadeAway.
Can we give winner of the week as well to Steph Curry 10 years ago? This week was the OKC, the Bang Bang game. So that's winner of the week as well.
She bang.
So we got that as well. So all right, and then I'm going to start us out for loser of the week. And I'll let Brian go to us. I thought Tyler would like this. He maybe saw it last night. LeBron and Draymond getting a little little cuddly.
There is Draymond.
Did they kiss each other?
Oh, look at they're getting a little cuddly over here. Oh, they're messing with. Look at a little smile there, having a good time. Tyler, that's that. I just wanted to tee you guys up as we get into loser of the week. Is some bonding going out there, Brian. But we'll go Tyler since he left on us. This is a good loser of the week, right? Come on.
Yeah, great loser of the week. I mean, I give LeBron credit. I give LeBron credit for getting on his good graces to not have to deal with him and have him just be like a soft puppy towards him. Like no one else gets that Draymond Green. So I give him credit. I give LeBron credit for playing the mind games to win that one.
Yeah, he could get. Brian, start us out here with loser of the week. Who do you got?
I'm going to go Diego Pava as being the most arrogant NFL prospect of all time. I mean, he probably has a really bad Wonderlic score, but I mean, I don't know. I just don't feel like it's going to go very well with this guy. It's like you have to be a little bit humble when you're coming to the NFL. Come on, buddy.
Did Brian say the last name right? That sounds like he might have, but I got. Is it
It's,
Pavia?
What's Vince
but
McMahon's
Pava
music?
sounds better.
I know that leave with it. So that's good. Brian, that was a good one. I was actually thinking of his one as kind of. I don't know.
The big loser.
He kind of feels like what's the guy from Cleveland? I can't think.
Oh,
Man,
Johnny Manziel.
Not quite that, but just kind of a little bit on there with it. So, all right, that was a good. You got any other loser of the week, or that was the main one, Brian?
I got the one Brian showed me. He showed us all the picture. The return, Brian, of was it Laguna Beach?
Oh, come on. Let's get into Tyler McGurk's favorite character on the show. Come on. Let's get in depth.
Who is that?
I mean, we can figure this out.
Like 40
Who is
years
my
ago.
favorite character?
What was the? I don't have you. I mean, I do remember I watched that. I mean, Hana, we watched that show a little bit on MTV, right? It was an MTV show, right?
Yeah.
It was, I only remember 3 people: Lauren Conrad, Kristen Cavallari, and Spencer. Other than that, I haven't.
That's not Laguna Beach, though. You're getting the wrong.
I wish I could.
Spencer Pratt was the Hills.
Oh, that's right, the Hills. That's maybe that.
The Hills.
No, I think I'm thinking Laguna Beach. I think I'm thinking
Spencer.
Was Spencer in
when they
Laguna
were
Beach,
still in high
Brian?
school.
Was Spencer in the Laguna one, Brian?
No, he was just in the hills.
Okay, so they're not doing Hills on that side with that. All right, so that's funny though. They're bringing that back. That's good stuff right there.
I mean,
Brian
come on.
showed
Stephen Coletti was the best. Come on, guys. Come on.
Stephen Coletti. Yeah. That's good knowledge right there.
I always loved
And he was even in OTH. That's what made him even better.
I always love how you and Tyler's brother Ryan bonded over these shows.
That's
like the 2 biggest guys you'll ever meet. Like they watch this.
That scared the crap out of me. I was like, "What was that?"
Let's see. This one's Feeding the Ducks. Let's see what this sounds like. That's what it's called, Feeding the Ducks. I don't even know why that's titled that one. On that side, that was a segment Gary Radnich would be proud of. There at that, we're talking the Hills. We're bringing up Stephen Colbert or whoever it was. You're bringing that side. All right, so that's good. Loser of the week. T, who do you got for loser of the week?
I have the Warriors in general. I don't want to talk about it too much because it's such a mess. Like Brian, you said I was Mr. Optimistic about the Warriors at the beginning of the year. This is worse than I felt about the Niners ever, or at least since Shanahan's been around.
That's not in good shape.
Kerr has been. The thing that bugs me is they don't develop the young guys. I don't know. I mean, some of it's Kerr, and then the other blame I put on Draymond because when Draymond plays, they suck. The young guys I feel like they can't play when he plays. I don't know why, because Draymond's a Hall of Famer. They should be able to figure something out. But the Warriors just don't play good. I don't think Draymond should play anymore unless Curry plays, because they do play well together. He plays terrible with the rest of the team.
Just put him out totally. Like you're gone. See if
Curry plays, you're allowed to play.
You're like, oh, it's not happening anymore. We're not allowed to do any of that anymore.
And some of it belongs on Kerr too. I'll admit that.
No, I hear you. All right, well, that's a good one. That's good. I think every week you should just say Draymond is loser of the week. For you, just every week, you're just gonna put Draymond right there. We're just gonna go Draymond with you every week.
Arizona will be a winner, and
I'm gonna go Cal basketball. Great champs after they steal a game against SMU, have a chance to go on the bubble, and they lose by 16 to Pitt. Come on, you gotta get home. Now they have to beat Georgia Tech and Wake Forest on the road just to have a chance, and then probably win a couple games in the tournament to get in. So we'll see. A long road ahead here, but I thought the Mad Dogs from Cal were going to get it. I was looking forward to that.
Come on, Mark. Come on.
They did have their first 20-win season, first one since 2016. So it's been a while there. So 10 years it took to get there. So
Jaylen Brown's representing Cal.
Yeah, then they won. He played 1 year there. But it was good though. He did play that 1 year.
Still counts.
Still counts. It does count.
Dwight Powell's holding it down for Stanford.
I did. I guess the guy from. Did you remember that crazy series with the Lakers where like they made Jerry West like a psycho? You hear about that at all? On Hulu, like where they had the actors where it was like the rise of the Lakers.
Showtime?
Yeah. Did you see that at all?
Yeah.
Well, they made Jerry West like a psychopath in this. I mean, like seriously, just watch the first 2 episodes and you can see why Jerry West was like mad that that's how they represent. I'm telling you, like probably the
yelled
most
at everybody.
Tyler, more than that, like one of the most I think extremes of the way they made somebody act. So it's just hilarious to me the way they made Jerry West's character. But anyways, I guess the guy that played Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in that show is Solomon Hughes or something like that. He went to Cal. And I know the game I went to, they honored him as an alum there. So it was kind of random. And they brought that small fact up. So they're my loser of the week here. Brian, I got to do this video before I get out of here because I don't know if we'll ever see a player like this in the NFL again. Like, he wasn't the best player, but he had a good run. I think he might have been a Madden cover. Maybe he wasn't Madden cover. I think I'm thinking of the guy from Cleveland in that regard. But they ran very similar. I don't think we'll ever have a guy like Mr. Mike Allstott again.
I think he was a game day cover.
Allstott once again. And just
I always loved what Chris Berman did.
Mike Allstott.
Look at these things.
Bouncing off the tackle, kicks his way free, gets his balance, drives into the open. Allstott, no hold, trying to slip his way out, gets outside. Look at those moves by the big man. He's still going.
Allstott running over the left side. Mike Allstott won't go down. Wow. And here is Allstott trying to go outside.
Yeah, Mike Allstott was a
They
monster.
still haven't brought him down. He's going to score. And again, Mike Allstott, he has been that way all day.
I don't know that. I guess he's just such a unique runner, like of being that massive, but also, I mean, those were some nimble runs that he had there. Like he had to like go side to side on a couple of them. Like, I don't know. He was fascinating to me a little bit with the way he ran. Anyways, I just saw his highlights from this week and I was like, we probably won't have a player like that. I can't think of somebody even now that runs quite like Brandon Jacobs wasn't like that, or they were big, but he didn't have that like side to side.
Jerome Bettis was the closest, I think.
Yeah, maybe so. But it was just like he's such a unique runner, like that style. You're right. Bettis might be the one. Bettis was a little bit more nimble, I guess, even so than Allstott, but just kind of just a fascinating player in NFL history. Mike Allstott to me, like I don't know, something about him that fascinates me. So, Tyler, what time are you on the field this morning?
8:30.
All right, you got to head over there now. You got to prep it up. You got to drag the field to get all that stuff going.
Hopefully, it's pre-dragged if the coaches before me did their job. But we'll see.
We'll see. I like the Brewers little jacket there. Not bad.
It's very nice.
I guess Tyler. I guess Derek's played Bentley's team today.
Again?
I guess for the playoffs or something like that. So
tell
Bentley to take it easy on his team. I don't know if Derek's team's that ready for you. So
I got $10 on Bentley's team.
I think there's a good chance that they win that one versus the Bears.
His team's loaded.
They get there with it. So, all right, guys, have a good week. All right, Brian,
well.
Have a good one. We'll see you guys next time on Fatboy FadeAway.